Hello there. How are you? Today, we are going to begin Hiveswap Friendsim. Another game in a follow-up to Pester Quest, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken. I haven't looked anything up. It's been a while. However, unlike Pester Quest, this time I will actually go in the correct chronological order. I won't be doing any silly reverse things where the quality of the microphone and my knowledge decreases with each subsequent episode. Not like that. Not this time around. No, this time we're doing a more soft-spoken thing instead. So, without further ado, let's begin. Hiveswap Friendsim. Let's start. The lovely music is putting us in a nice mood. The little buddy over here, us, has crash landed, as we can see, in a spaceship, and is looking a little disheveled, confused. Probably glad that they're alive still, at least. That's fine. But let us begin. Let's begin. Let's start. That's all there is to it. And so it begins. Volume 1 of Bloodthirst and Bratwurst. Yes, those words don't actually rhyme. You have just crash landed on a planet called Alternia and staggered from the smoldering wreckage of your ship. You are now completely alone in a strange world. Desperate for information, for provisions, and possibly a bit of medical attention. That would be helpful, yes. Let's put myself in the corner. Medical attention seems essential. One of those arms looked like it may be broken. But most of all, you are desperate for friends. Because as we recall, our character is a friend slut. Wants to befriend absolutely everyone and everything in the universe. Yes. Friendship. Indeed. We are a slut for friendship. Won't someone on this godforsaken rock be your buddy? Oh, we're gonna have 18 buddies, because that's 18 volumes. Any weirdo will do. You're not that picky. No, we are not. We most certainly are not picky at all. Hang on now. What's this now? Is someone approaching? Ooh, it's a friend. Hello. Oh, we get to choose. Who's pushing us? Ardata Karmia or Demon Zixali? Oh, damn, choices already. Well, we're gonna do both. But first, let's just start with Ardata Karmia. Hello there. Yes, someone is approaching. A strange, grey-skinned alien clad in blue. Perhaps they will make for a good friend. Probably. The music is telling us she's a bitch queen. Dear God, and just what are you supposed to be? Your stammering reply eventually conveys that you are a lost traveler who is hungry and probably in need of some medical treatment. You're also really lonely and wouldn't mind making a new friend right about now. Oh my. Oh, how funny this is. How very droll. You want to be my friend? It's too much. This thing at my doorstep, wishing to know me in any capacity. The hilarity somehow escapes my ability to capture with maniacal laughter. How rare. You apologize for your presumptuous request. You hang your head, turn around, and begin to walk out. Who invited you to leave? Oh, wait. That was a skipped line. And walk away. And what the fuck do you think you're doing? Okay. Who invited you to leave? She's also desperate for friends. Yay. That was easy. You stop in your tracks obediently and turn to face her again. Your possibly broken ribs are throbbing in pain, but this does not strike you as the right moment to exhibit weakness. Sure, good call. Not really, but sure. Stick Buddy is kind of an idiot. It dawns on me that we may have gotten off on the wrong stauntapod. Where are my manners? Ghastly behavior on my part. After all, it isn't your fault you seem to be some sort of hideous freak, is it? And such a tragic creature cannot be held responsible for such a devastating shortfall of social competence. I would weep for you, really. Except that crying out of 3 eyes at once gets a bit messy. So instead, I think I'll be saving my tears for someone less offensively worthless. Okay, Ardata. Okay. I don't know what to think about her. You aren't sure if she's inviting you inside? No, I'm not sure either. Or if she just got you to stay a little longer so she could insult you some more? No, she's desperate for attention. She's lonely. She's the bitch queen, so nobody likes her. But here she has an opportunity to have an actual friend. Yay! Everyone wins. You try to remain stoic while your confrontational new friend decides what to do with you. Unfortunately, you sniffle slightly. Oh. Oh my. Oh dear. You're sad. So amusing to me. Mildly endearing, even. Perhaps. I'll decide later if it's endearing, once I have more information. It's entirely possible I will retroactively decide it's disgusting. But for now, try to put yourself at ease. You completely pitiful fool. Not one more sniffle. Do you understand? You nod while practicing exemplary control over your nose. You have gotten yourself so agitated. I wonder why. You have nothing to worry about from me. Really. Of course I will be your friend. Conditionally, I mean. There is a chance that designation will be formalized if you behave in ways that I approve of, starting now. Let's call it a friendship in progress. Agreed? Okay, she's a peculiar one. Your heart swells. This is what you've been waiting for. A new friend. Oh gosh. All you have to do now is try not to fuck anything up at all. Possibly for many hours. Yes. I wonder how long this will be. Pester Quest ended up being like 14 hours long. This might be more. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Come into my hive. This way, after me. You look like you could use nourishment. And probably a cast. And a doctor. I don't know what it is that whatever you are eats, generally. But it doesn't matter. You will eat whatever it is I have on hand if I tell you to. How does that sound? I mean, we're partial to trying out new things, so why not? Yes. How does it sound? Let's try out new things, why not? It sounds good, I'll do whatever you say. It sounds fine, I guess. Not contradictory options, just an option of a choice between tone. Sounds good, let's obey the queenie. Obviously it sounds good. You will definitely enjoy it. You will enjoy everything I provide you with and tell you to do. I can't imagine any sort of negativity or disagreement coming from one of my friends. I will assume that we share this philosophy when it comes to friendship. You say, oh yes, absolutely. You nod as enthusiastically as you can without aggravating your broken ribs. You consider giving her a thumbs up as well until you realize one of your arms is probably broken too. Yeah, it didn't look good. You'll try to make sure she doesn't notice though. It would probably leave a bad impression. Friendship's more important than getting medical treatment, apparently. Oh, poor little stick dude. You're an idiot. But we love you. Apparently everyone in this universe ends up loving you, but still. Come with me, there's something I need your help with. You follow her into her hive. It's a bit gloomy in here. You suppose she's going to fix you something to eat soon, as promised? Well, we'll see about that. I kinda doubt that. You pass through her kitchen and out the other side to another room. Okay, you guess dinner can wait. Yeah, it can wait. We need painkillers. Really need some painkillers right now. This way. Try not to let any of your broken limbs slow you down. I don't think our legs are broken, so that shouldn't be a problem. A good friend wouldn't allow such trifling physical ailments cause me any inconvenience. Ah yes, of course, it's all about her. Her kitchen is a bit of a mess. Oh, so I guess she does know you're injured. Fair enough. Yeah, it was pretty obvious. You hobble a little faster, through another door into a much darker room, and now down a flight of stairs. Huh, she's taking us on a ride. It's hard to see. There are torches along the wall ahead. A monstrous noise rumbles below. Don't mind her, she's just hungry. She's always hungry though. What's that? You're hungry too? I have not forgotten. What sort of piece of shit friend do you take me for? You didn't remind her that you're hungry. You thought it though. Can she read your mind? You hope not. That's going to make this friendship in progress a bit awkward. Yes, it will. Here we are. This is where you'll be most useful to me as a friend. Yeah, friends with benefits in the literal sense. Oh, photo studio. Okay. Okay, that's innocuous and innocent and actually acceptable. You look around. With a sense of relief, you see no sign of whatever hungry thing was grumbling down here. You are less relieved to see several other kids trapped in cages of various shape and size. Oh, there's cage. I did not notice the cages. Oh, never mind. We're back to worrying now. Oh dear. Oh well. Ardata, don't torture us, please. One of them makes eye contact with you. Oh god. The boy is the same kind of alien as her. Horns and all. He has a dark red symbol on his shirt. His expression seems to plead with you. He struggles to say, "Help." Your new friend looks unamused and twitches her finger. "Help. Blow," he says. Intimidation with a glance. Oh, how very nice of this bitch queen. Okay. Help blow, by which I mean hello, of course. Looks like you're the new friend in progress chosen by the great and beautiful Ardata. Oh dear. Okay, slaves. She's my savior, my reason for being. I am nothing without her. I'd hollow myself out and let her make a nest inside of me if she'd permit it. You turn away from this boy. You don't want to hear anything he has to say, ever again. Yeah, it's disturbing, and he's clearly just making shit up to not get killed. Okay. Good start, Hiveswap. Don't mind him. He's always regarded himself as a comedian. Come, over here. This is what I need your help with, if you're going to have any value to me as a friend. You're led to a dank corner of this, well, you're going to call it like you see it, this dungeon. Your new friend has a dungeon full of sad, suffering children, and presumably a monster lurking somewhere in here as well. It's not ideal, to say the least. Yeah, no shit's not ideal. This is like the most disturbing people we've met. I think among all of them, no one was this fucked up in past request, I think. Then again, social beggars like you can't be choosers. I've been having an awful time with it. You can do it for me. It will save me time. You look at the thing in question. You doubt she's been having an awful time with it. You doubt this because it's still in its box, looking completely untouched since it was brought down here. It's a box containing a table. Okay, so she can't assemble IKEA furniture. Okay. 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 A table that looks ominously like it was designed to keep a person strapped to its surface. Oh, that kind of table. Oh, never mind. Not an IKEA table. Although Alternia IKEA probably does sell these as standard. Yeah, I mean, comes in a box. Torture table. Yeah, okay, sure. I will need you to assemble. I mean, the same joke applies. It's IKEA furniture. It's Alternia IKEA furniture, but it's the same thing. She can't assemble. She can't put a table together. She can't have all the instructions. Here's a screwdriver in case you need it. I will assume other required tools are contained within the box. They should be. They should be. You take the screwdriver with your non-broken arm. This isn't exactly what you had in mind. No. No, it's not. You don't know what you had in mind, really. A warm meal and friendly banter? Perhaps a sling for your arm and a remedial balm for your ribs. Still, you open the box without protest. Hold on, before you start, this will make for excellent content. My fans will appreciate this. And she's a streamer as well, good for her. She sets up a video recording device on a tripod and points it at you. A video feed comes to life on several monitors just behind you. You see in one corner of the screen an unflattering angle of your torso hunched over the furniture box. Other rectangles contain shots of the other kids in cages around the room. You suppose cameras are pointing at them too. You had no idea this friendship came with the perk of instant stardom. Sure, let's put that. Oh, she moved out the way. There's a giant spider. Hello, giant spider. That's always nice. Now you may begin. She's suddenly sitting in a comfortable looking chair facing you and holding a chalice. Ooh, chalice. You don't see those often. Swishing around some viscous liquid it contains. Ah yes, chalice of wine. Classic. A golden chalice, hopefully. That's just peak perfection then. You have all the parts spread out on the floor, organized according to their labels in the instructions. You try to remember the last time you assembled something like this. You don't recall enjoying it. No, assembly is a pain in the fucking ass. I hate assembly. It's goddamn annoying. Okay, fine. If we bought something for ourselves, like IKEA assembly is piece of cake, honestly. It's just like, come on now. But I have experience with assembly. I make furniture stuff. That's my job. But assembly is a pain in the ass. Not because of the instructions, but because of just the fucking volume of things and just the size. Like, do you have any fucking idea how much a logistical nightmare having to assemble like 2 kitchens in your fucking workshop is? It's a fucking pain. It takes up so much fucking space. Fucking people buying their kitchens. It's goddamn nightmare. It's annoying. And they never fit correctly the first time around. Nobody can get a kitchen right the first time around. That's bullshit. Reality never fits. It doesn't. Look. It makes sense to me, and that's all that matters. It's bullshit. To be perfectly honest, this doesn't look like it will be fun at all. She frowns conspicuously. Oh, how sad for you. I'm sorry, is this activity not to your liking? You reassure her vigorously that no, it actually looks amazing. You love shit like this. It's what you were born for, you say, as you swoosh the screwdriver around, demonstrating your plainly evident skill with the tool. Yes, because that's exactly what you use a screwdriver for. Forget the thing you just thought. Completely arbitrary and wrong thoughts pop into your head all the time. It meant nothing, you swear. Yes, I hear that a lot. Continue. You open a little bag full of screws. Jesus, there are like 50 screws to this thing. Well, yes, it's a table that you strap a person to. Obviously, it's gonna need to have screws for the legs and for the bindings, the whole, whatever they're called. Little things to hold down the straps that hold down the person. Like, you know, you need to screw everything in properly in the correct places. Where could most of these screws possibly even go? That's what you have the instruction manual for. Judging from the picture, the table really doesn't seem that complicated. It isn't, but if you don't know what you're doing, then of course it's gonna look complicated. You look at your screwdriver, then study the screws. Every single one requires an Allen wrench. For fuck's sake. Does this even come with an Allen wrench? The instructions seem to suggest it does. I mean, Allen wrench screws are like the proper way to go about assembly things. Those are a lot tougher than fucking like a Phillips screwdriver things. But like, fuck's sake. You look around but don't see one. Did you open the bag too forcefully? Did the Allen wrench go bouncing off into a dark dungeon crevice nearby? Maybe you lost some of the screws too. Damn it! You begin to sweat and look around nervously. You check underneath one of the parts. No, it's not under there. You grip the screwdriver a little tighter. Yes, because that's going to help. It's your one safety net. You have a weapon in hand. You wonder what to do next. Get the hell out of there. Nah, we're already committed. Commit to the bit. There's no escaping this place, by the way. There's this giant spider that's gonna kill us anyway. Just do your best assembling the table. This is what friends are for. I can't do that pronunciation. You decided it would be best not to complain about the missing Allen wrench. Your friend would probably consider it bad form. You'll just make do and twist all the screws by hand as best you can. I mean, that will work. At least until you actually put something on the table, then it's going to start wiggling and not going to be very steady or stable. But yes, you can screw it in. I mean, you're supposed to screw it in by hand initially, because otherwise Allen wrench is going to take a lot longer. I mean, no, depending on how tight the tolerances are. The fittings, not tolerances. Anyway. Your broken arm isn't making this any easier. Oh right, we have a broken arm. No. One-handed assembly is, I wouldn't advise it. No, you want both arms. Sometimes you need 4 arms to actually assemble something, because this is a table. It's big. You're gonna need help. You favor the other one and prop pieces into place precariously, leaning against each other while you nudge them into position with your legs so the screw holes align. Yeah, you need a second person for this. Get one of the kids out. It's really frustrating work. You're not going to lie. Yeah, I would imagine so. As you're twisting in the first screw, the grooves slip and the screw gets stuck, but you've already turned it in too tight. Now it's hard to get out. You twist in reverse harder, that's not gonna work. Yeah, no, you're fucked. You're fucked. You're fucked with those without the instruments, you're just fucked. But your fingers slip and the table pieces start to slide. They're going to fall. You react to catch them, but it's too late. The heavier piece tips over and slams you into the broken ribs and on its way to the floor. It hits the floor with a bang. The stuck screw pops out and goes bouncing 10 or 15 feet away. Oh, that's quite far away. Settling deep underneath a piece of dungeon furniture. God, you're probably going to need that. You hear a light chuckle. Good. She takes another sip from her chalice and settles even more comfortably into her chair. Is she enjoying this? Oh gee, I wonder what gave it away. Was it the chuckle? Was it her saying good? You think she's enjoying watching you struggle to put this stupid thing together? Maybe a little too much. Oh, it's the exact right amount of enjoyment. Nevertheless, you continue. A friend is a friend, and you don't like to let your friends down. You've committed yourself to this project. Yes, this is exactly what Stickman will do. He's a friend slut and will do everything for friends. You will get the screw out from under there a bit later. Maybe when you need the final screw. You turn your attention back to the table pieces and try a different strategy. You place the biggest part, the table platform, flat on the floor. The legs will be pointing upward if they were attached. Yes, that is how you do it correctly, because you have a stable platform that way. And then you flip it over with the help of another person, because this is a fucking table that you strap a person to. It's heavy, it's big. You position one leg in the right spot, in alignment with the holes. Sit on the table. Although I mean, okay, fine. Since you have a place to rest most of the weight, you can do it alone. It's just a pain in the ass. Although, actually, wait, no, this is a fucking Alternia IKEA table. What am I thinking? Yeah, of course you can assemble this alone. You can be rough with the parts. You're not meant to be careful with this. I'm in my mindset of where, like, at my shop, when assembling and doing basically anything, you have to be very careful because the parts are fucking fragile. It's laminate. It's not like proper hardwood. It's fucking laminated things. It's just like hard pressed, high pressure laminate, whatever. It's fragile. They're fucking bullshit to work with. It sucks. You like one tiny movement and that's it. The part is damaged irrevocably, and you have to just make a new one. It's such a fucking annoying thing. Oh well. Oh well. It's a job. It ain't much, but it's honest work. In alignment with the holes, sit on the table platform and steady the leg with your feet. You grab another screw and concentrate. She sounds so pleased. It's strange, you admit, for watching this sort of activity to make someone so happy. It's suffering. It's schadenfreude that people like. Watching others suffer sometimes. It's amusing. Like, I enjoy a bit of schadenfreude when bad things happen to, shitty people. Like, I'll admit that. I love watching assholes and cult leaders and bullshit artists suffer. And be like, actually take it to court and crap like that. For their crimes. Finally, after years of evading bullshit and making people's lives miserable, being all so high and mighty. But anyway. Fuck assholes. They could just... Oh, I'll take that out of context. Please, take whatever I say out of context. I would enjoy that. You are free to do so, if you please, if you wish. I don't care. I really don't care. I say some stuff that's way worse in context. So, taking stuff I say out of context, whatever. I don't care. But you also have to admit to taking a certain pride in it. It's wonderful, actually. To feel useful, wanted, and that's how they get you. That's how cult leaders get you. Important even, if only somewhat menially, to a great new friend who has discovered a way for your talents to improve her life. Yeah. I mean, not cult leaders. That's how. Yeah, that's how you trick people, manipulate them. You make them feel wanted, feel loved, and then you deprive them of that. And then they beg, come back. And that's how Stockholm Syndrome may develop sometimes as well. I'm not sure what I'm talking about. I'm mumbling a lot, probably, aren't I? With my doing this kind of voice. I'm not sure. I'll have to see the recording later. It seemed fine earlier, but who knows? I might have to redo this entirely. Or maybe not. Maybe you're hearing these things that I should have cut, but didn't. Because I'm a lazy piece of shit as well. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice one of the caged kids reaching out with his hand. He's concentrating. Then you notice the screw you lost slowly slide out from underneath its hiding place. Nice! Everyone's working like a team down here. Ardata does not look at the kid, but sneers a bit. She reaches toward him, and he appears to have trouble breathing. After a moment, you notice the screw slowly slides back under the thing. She releases him from his breathing problems, resumes her pleasant expression, and takes another sip from her chalice. You guess that was against the rules. You decide to make a note of it. Your friend runs a tight ship down here. You respect that, sure. Right. About an hour later, you have all 4 legs on, plus some other accoutrements attached. You wrestle mightily with the thing to get it upright, using your only good arm. It seems she may have forgotten about the final missing screw. You doubt the table needs it. Oh, it does. You decide you won't bring it up if she won't. You give it a test. It's pretty wobbly since you were only able to tighten the screws with your bare fingers. but again, she doesn't seem to mind. She reclines and has a look on her face which makes her appear absolutely enamored of your handiwork. She has finished her drink, and the chalice is on the side table. Some awful looking thing crawls along the floor towards her. It looks like some sort of spider, the size of an average dog. Its abdomen is preposterously large. Actually, you think it's a huge tick? That's what it looks like. Ugh. Ticks. It settles just in front of her. She puts her legs on top of it and crosses them. It settles under their weight and grumbles. Let's try it out, shall we? You shrug and sit down on the rather rickety table. You're about to lie down, but she interrupts you. No! You fool! You absolute fool! What do you think you're doing? That's not what I meant! Get up! You stand up, embarrassed. Again, without looking at the caged kid, she raises an arm toward him and beckons. He stares blankly and opens his own cage, which apparently wasn't locked. Ha. Okay. Okay. He shuffles vacantly over to your table and lies down on its surface. She looks at you expectantly. You aren't sure what to do. I mean, obviously we have to tie him down now. And, I guess we'll proceed from there. Okay. Right, okay. What? You didn't think I'd be playing table stickball on that thing, did you? I don't know what you were planning to do. You aren't sure what table stickball is. Oh, you really are pretty simple, aren't you? It's like a miniature version of arena stickball, played on a table. Yeah, that doesn't help. What's stickball? Got it? You don't, but you nod. Now, go do it. You shackle the kid's arms and legs to the table. That seems to be the right thing to do, since the thing comes fitted with shackles. She gets up and lifts her huge tick-like pet. It makes more grumpy noises. She plops the enormous thing right down on the kid's chest. He appears rendered unable to protest. Are we about to get some gore? Are we about to get some reverse alien here? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. The tick bites the boy's neck and begins to feed. She smiles and pats its swelling abdomen. Dark, rust-colored blood dribbles from the place where it has attached to the boy's neck. Right, okay. Feeding time, right. Moments go by, while she looks gratified by the process. Proud, almost. Then she looks at you expectantly. Well? You don't know what she means. No, I don't either. The final screw. Oh, okay. Does she want us to put the final screw in the table or in the neck? Aren't you going to retrieve it and screw it into wherever it needs to go? The job isn't done. I don't keep the company of many individuals who leave things unfinished, you know. Of course, what were you thinking? You should have known your friend wouldn't let that go unnoticed. Aha, actually, you feel like an idiot for thinking it would. You stoop very low to the ground on your knees, placing your cheek just above the floor. You peer under the large edifice. It's dark in there and goes back a ways. Lots of room for that darn little screw to roll. You take a few pitiful swipes with your good arm, but come up empty. It must be further back. You think you can see it? Yeah, that must be it. Just a little further. You have an idea. A tool would be helpful. Guess the screwdriver will come in handy after all. How did she know? Your new friend must be very wise. You think you're liking her more every minute. You are? Good for you, Stickman. I'm not. You grab the screwdriver and feel around with it. Yes, you got it! You think. You carefully scrape it close to yourself and then pick it up. You then go back to the table and find the one remaining hole you left unscrewed. You slide under the table as a mechanic would with a car. There it is. The table is creaking and wobbling quite a bit now. The tick is really getting into its dinner, it seems. Yeah. All the loose screws in the table have added up to a lot of give and leeway in the overall stability of the furnishing. Maybe the final screw will help. Ardata has returned to the setup with the monitors. She's adjusting some settings on the feed, controlling the zoom of the camera, and typing some remarks into a chat window. This is very good material today. It's not often that I can provide content of this caliber to my subscribers. Go on, complete your project. This will be very good. You still think it's weird that she likes watching you put furniture together so much, but you're not one to judge friends. Sounds like a great way to lose friends, honestly. You screw in the final screw, but the stresses on the table are causing the holes to be misaligned. This won't be easy. The huge tick shifts its grotesque body above you, causing the table to creak loudly. You nervously slide halfway out from under the table to check it out. Then a loud pop. Then the sound of scraping metal. 6 or 7 screws shoot out of the desk like rivets in a sinking submarine. What a piece of shit this thing is, you think a little too late. You really needed that Allen wrench. Yeah, of course you do. All 4 legs splayed dramatically from underneath it at once, like a baby deer on ice. The table platform comes crashing down on your lower torso, breaking your pelvis. You bellow in pain and flail to pull yourself out. Oh dear. You forget that you're still holding the screwdriver. Oops. In your desperate flailing, you plunge the screwdriver into the fat abdomen of the tick. Oh shit. Which begins gushing rust blood with great force, spraying your entire upper body and face. The beast starts thrashing wildly and screaming. You can't see your new friend due to the blood in your eyes, but you can't imagine she's thrilled about what's going on here. Your annihilated pelvis is in perfect agony. You have to get your miserable torso out from under this shitty table. You have an idea. With your broken arm, you start slapping the big ass of the screaming tick while yelling, "Yeehaw!" Okay, I was not expecting that. Okay, good job creative thinking. I'm sure. You clutch a screwdriver and handle with your other hand hard. The blood-gushing monster starts kicking and rearing, then blasts off across the dungeon floor like a pig at a rodeo. You hold on for dear life, still blind, but your plan works. You've been pulled out from under the tomb you've spent the last hour constructing for yourself. Your pelvis is in ruins, but you're free now, and riding like the wind. As you and the blood-spewing tick go tearing around the room, crashing into stuff, you hear a boy crying. You guess Ardata became distracted enough by your foolish display to cease her paralyzation method on him. Or maybe distracted is the wrong word. Maybe she's disappointed by your foolishness? Oh god, you might be blowing it right now. Yeah, friend not achieved. The tick swerves suddenly and starts running up the stairs. Your brittle pelvis feels every step on the way up. It careens through the rest of the hive, crashes through the front door, then comes to a sudden halt. You're catapulted violently over its backside and sail 50 yards through the air. Fucking hell, that's a lot. We don't... Damn, okay, we're back where we started. You land on your ass and wipe the blood out from your eyes. Okay, this was embarrassing. But everyone makes mistakes, right? You can still salvage this friendship. You know you can. Yes, by time traveling and starting over and making a better choice. You turn back to look at her hive. Ardata is standing in her door with a furious look on her face. She is flipping you off. Fair. You will not be my friend. A rejection. Well, we can't end on that. Of course not. Come on now. No, Ardata. No. We're gonna be friends. We're gonna be friends. Ardata Karmia. Anyway, let's go for the choice. How does it sound? It sounds fine, I guess. I don't know. Oh, Get the fuck out of my face and never come back. Oh, well. Okay, well, that was quick. That was quick. Okay, we found the branching path where it branches off. It sounds good. I'll do whatever you say. Then we're here. Okay. Assembling the table didn't work out. Let's just get the hell out of here then. Okay. Let's get out. We don't have a way to actually do this. First, you clear your head and try to think innocent thoughts. Fluffy clouds in the sky. Ironing some clothes. A winning touchdown pass from the sports. Ardata's long black hair spilling over her cloak. Her... Wait, those are not innocent thoughts. Shut it down. Yeah, we're delving into territory we shouldn't be. There's no time for thinking. You have to act. You hurl the screwdriver at her and run. She calmly lifts a hand towards one of the kids in the cages. The kid tenses up and lifts a hand in the direction of the screwdriver. The screwdriver freezes midair, right in front of Ardata's head. You run up the stairs. She twitches a finger. The caged kid does a full body spasm, and the screwdriver goes sailing toward you. It stabs deep into your leg, and you buckle over, tumbling backwards down the stairs. You are a crumpled heap at the bottom of the stairs, bleeding, and you think your arm is broken in 2 places now. Well, that's not helpful at all. That didn't seem very friendly to me. Luckily for you, I'm very determined to make relationships work. Even ones with people who flee simple furniture assembly projects. She stands over you. You attempt to pull the screwdriver out of your leg, but your entire body locks up. You can't move. She holds an outstretched hand just above you. You shouldn't try to move yet. And you certainly shouldn't try to pull out that screwdriver. You'll get blood everywhere. To my 3 little eyes, under the present conditions, it seems to me that only one of us should attempt walking up these stairs. You feel relieved. Perhaps she has some alien means of letting you up the stairs? Wait, no. Your body's tensing up again. It's moving out without your permission. You get to your feet without the screwdriver out. Wow, that hurts. What is she making? Wait, what? She can't be. You use both of your arms and all your strength and pick her up entirely. The pain from your arm is excruciating. Arms with broken bones are not meant for heavy lifting. The additional weight on your wounded leg isn't great either. You hold her as a groom would hold a bride. She wraps her arms around your neck to hang on to you in what strikes you as an overly familiar manner. She looks directly into your eyes and grins. This is better. Now, onward and upward, new friend. Your legs begin to operate without your consent. They wobble and struggle under the weight. The wound throbs. You lumber back up the long flight of stairs, carrying her all the way. Ow, fuck. You take her back to the kitchen and set her down in the chair seated at a table. Oh, fuck hell. You didn't think I'd forget about dinner time, did you? Let's put your unfriendly behavior behind us. It's a good thing for you that I'm benevolent enough to overlook disgusting acts of betrayal. You may have noticed I keep several friends in my hive who I'll have similarly forgiven. Consider the transgression blood beneath the abattoir. You exhale. Now that she mentioned it, yeah, you are hungry. Maybe a warm meal will lift your spirits and get this heretofore turbulent friendship back on track. Maybe you'll even get the chance to pull the screwdriver out of your leg. Oh yeah, fuck, that hurts still. You pull out the chair and attempt to sit down, but your legs lock up, and then you stand again. Apparently this was not the right thing to do. Oh, but why are you sitting? There's cooking to be done. Of course. You stagger mechanically over to the fridge and open it. You pull out a large hunk of some sort of alien mystery meat and put it on the counter. With your broken arm, you reach in anguish for a big dangling meat cleaver. You chop the hunk, wincing with each swing of the cleaver. You place the sliced meat in the frying pan Sear it lightly and serve it on a plate, very rare, just the way your new friend likes it. You didn't know that's the way she likes it, but you summarize this is what she prefers in a piece of meat, since technically she is the one doing the cooking. You put it on the table in front of her, along with a fork and knife beside it. Your muscles relax as you apparently are allowed to control your own body again. She does nothing, except for look at you with a pleased expression. You eye the meat in front of her, then the meat on the counter, and the chair on the other side of the table. What should you do? Prepare a table for yourself? Is that what she wants you to do? Well, I think you're meant to feed her now. It looks like you're confused. Isn't it obvious what to do next, under your own volition? A good friend would know what to do. In fact, I don't think a good friend would take nearly as long to decide what the right thing to do next is. It actually seems to me that a very rude friend would hesitate for as long as you are hesitating. She's guilt-tripping us now as well. Or perhaps someone who is not a friend at all. Yeah, the bitch queen's here. You begin to sweat again. You clearly don't have much time to make up your mind. If you wait for even a few seconds longer, you'll probably be guilty of being a bad friend. Maybe even a dreadful one. Oh no, that's the worst thing we can do. That's not the type of person you like to think you are. What will you do? Feed her? Oh, we don't even get a choice. It's the only one. This feels like the only obvious thing to do. Yeah, obviously. She is looking up at you quite expectantly. You reach for the fork with your good arm. You go for the knife with your other... Oh, fuck. You can't do it. The arm is much less serviceable with the muscles are not being forced via psychic override to disregard the pain response. Nevertheless, she looks at you patiently and smiles. That's nice of her, you think, not to be mad about it. You feel like you're growing closer to your new friend by the minute. You put the fork down and pick up the knife with your good arm. You cut the meat into several pieces with a careful sawing motion. You put the knife down and pick up the fork and stab a piece. You put it close to her mouth. She seems pleased. Very good. Nice technique. Well-sized morsels too. She chews the meat with excellent form. She has very good table manners, you think. When she finishes the pieces, you slice off some more and continue. The meat looks very good. Your mouth is watering, but she doesn't offer any. Oh well, when it's the right time for you to eat too, you're sure she will let you know. That's not happening, mate. The meal is finished. There is no more meat, except for a few pieces of unchewable gristle, which you did not try to feed her. That would be thoughtless. Very bad service. She reclines and steeples her fingers, looking quite pleased with how the evening has gone so far. You aren't sure why she's laughing. Did you do something funny? Oh my. What a fool. You point at yourself, wondering if she's referring to you. You don't know what you've done that was foolish, if so. You're also still not sure what she finds so amusing. She pauses her laughter for a minute or two, then slowly begins to frown. A faint blue tear rolls down her cheek from her bottom eye. The truth is, I don't even know why I'm laughing. This isn't very funny, what's happening here. It was a good dinner. You did a good job, whoever you are. She puts her face in both of her hands and sobs quietly. You have no idea what to do about this. You stand there, still holding the fork, feeling a bit useless. There is a lot of pressure, you know. Being so respected and admired for your high status in this world. I didn't ask for this, to be so superior to so many. Much is expected of you. Much is presumed about you, what your personality will be, before you even develop one. You work hard and build a brand, based only on what you think people assume you should be like. Sometimes I wonder, am I even that good at being sinister? That's not terrible. Could I be more sinister if I tried harder? Yes, you could be. Maybe this is not my true calling after all. You begin to offer words of sympathy. This all seems heartbreaking to you. Your poor new friend. But your jaw muscles contract and your mouth shuts involuntarily. Yeah, that's not the right thing. You guess it's not your turn to speak yet. Okay, that works for you. You like to be a good listener to your friends. But what would happen if I changed my brand? If I stopped being so sinister online? My friends and followers will deride and reject me. And my superiors will eat me alive. Given this world, probably that's literally. If I show weakness, if I scale back on my bloodthirsty content, will I incur the scorn of a wise-ass clown with 100 million subscribers? Will I be in a cage someday, listening to a fucking fool honk his horn for likes? No, I must persist. How lonely it is to know this is all I can do, until the day I leave this planet. I have no material or sensory comforts left for me here. Until I can get on a ship and fly away, pain is my only solace. Your hand holding the phone grips it tighter. You are horrified to realize what it is in the process of doing. You bring it down hard on her hand, which is placed flat on the table. She doesn't flinch or react in any way. 3 trails of cerulean blood flow from the tines where they pierced her skin. That wasn't friendly, you think. But then, you weren't the one who did it, were you? You're so confused. My subscribers are not real friends. They adore me only for my sinister content, the show I provide, my wicked, infectious laughter. I get jealous of them sometimes, because they get to watch my content. It must be thrilling, I think, but maybe I'm just jealous of them because they get to be people who aren't me. This is fucking deep, I know. I apologize if you cannot relate. She pulls the fork out of her hand and lays it gently on the plate of gristle you didn't feed her. The people downstairs in their cages aren't my friends either. They act like they're my friends though, and sometimes I even believe it. But they don't really want to be friends with me. Nobody does. The only person who has ever really wanted to be a friend, who's ever tried to be, is you. You clear your throat and point to yourself innocently. That's it. I've decided. You have passed the test. You will become my friend, officially. As such, I think a reward is in order. You are overjoyed. Your heart starts racing. You can't believe it. A new, real friend. But you don't have much time to enjoy this achievement. Your body is doing something again. You bend down in a strained motion and pick up the plates and fork. You position the plate over your wide open mouth and scrape in all the remaining gristle and begin chewing. It's virtually inedible. Your mouth humors the act of chewing for 2 seconds and then you swallow all of it whole in one painful gulp. Oh dear. Tastes like friendship. Friendship. That should be a question mark. That's this is like well, this was depressing and a bit confusing and weird and fucked up and yeah, this is welcome to Homestuck. It's kind of fucked up. Oh dear. Well, that was the first half of volume 1. Oh dear, oh my. Okay, well. Oh dear, what a great start actually. I mean, that was okay. Right, well, I'll see you in volume 1 part 2 with the other kid. Bye bye for now.